At this point, I guess I'm just a Steven Universe analyst. I keep coming up with new things to say about the show, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon, so let's keep the gem train a-rolling. So, Rose. For someone who started out as the mother of a rebellion and an ideal for Steven to look up to, ours and the character's perceptions of her have vastly changed from season 1 to season 5, to say the least. And now the question is, well, what should we feel about Rose? Up until it came out that she was Pink Diamond, it was still pretty easy to see her as someone to look up to. I mean, other than the fact that she kinda kept Pearl on the hook until she met Greg, it seemed that her actions were understandable, if not righteous. Her shattering Pink Diamond was just what she had to do, and it's something that Steven had to learn about his mother and understand her reasons. But now that Pink Diamond is Rose, that makes things a lot more confusing. For one, there's the fact that she used to be a diamond who was anxious to have her own colony. Also a diamond that we could probably assume was not one to go against the grain when she was on Homeworld, i.e. possibly believing in the status of pearls and other lower class gems. And then on top of that, what she opted to do when the other diamonds wouldn't listen to her and dismantle the colony. First, she started a rebellion that cost the lives of many gems, and then when the rebellion didn't seem to be working, when she faked her own death, the diamonds corrupted many more than seemed to have been lost in the war, and we're still feeling the effects of it. But then again, you can also understand why she thought she had to do these things. The diamonds wouldn't listen to Pink Diamond, so maybe if Earth proved too difficult to handle, maybe they let Pink give up on the colony, and then maybe if the leader of the Crystal Gems took out Pink Diamond, then maybe the rebellion will be shown to be a force to be reckoned with, and the diamonds might give up on the colony, maybe out of grief or fear or simply defeat. And we get a strong sense that Rose never intended to leave Steven her problems. She hoped that she had made the Earth safe for those living on it. But even if she didn't intend to do so, here we are, about 5,000 years later, still saddled with Rose's unfinished business. When a parent dies, their problems don't go with them, they just pass along to their children. Though, to be fair, Rose probably never intended to have a kid in the first place. I mean, having kids was basically unheard of until she had one with Greg. For all we know, Rose probably intended to be Earth's permanent protector, because unless I'm mistaken, gems don't die from old age. They need to be physically attacked in order to cease existing. But even still, after she found out that she was going to give birth and stop existing so Steven can live, from what we know right now, she didn't seem to do very much to prep Steven for the world he was about to enter. Sure, she left behind Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, who were doing a pretty decent job when they weren't getting swallowed up in their own business, but she didn't even leave them prepared. Sure, she probably thought that her identity as Pink Diamond would have died with Pink Diamond, but how could she have thought that they wouldn't still be mourning her after thousands of years, and possibly be still seeking revenge on the Crystal Gems, the ones who killed their loved one? So yeah, I guess having Steven was a pretty negligent action on Rose's part. But with a lot of the other things I listed, it's really hard to come down on one side or the other when it comes to Rose. For me at least, I feel like I'm being tugged and pulled in both directions to the point where you can really empathize with Steven wanting to be able to distract himself from having to think about all that he's learned about his mom in the past few seasons. As he said, he'd only just started getting used to the idea of his mom being a war criminal, but now she was royalty in a society of intergalactic colonizers. It's a hard pill to swallow, and I get the sense that many fans haven't figured out how to take it either, given the polarizing effect that Rose has. Part of me empathizes with what Rose tried to do, but it's also hard to ignore just how short-sighted Rose was. Then again, except for the fate of Earth, Pink Diamond / Rose seem all about that short-sightedness. It unfortunately is one of her biggest character flaws. Thank you very much for consuming this video, and if you want to talk to me about Degrassi, Steven Universe, musicals, just about anything, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. You can find me at NotAVampyre, and be aware it might take me a little while to respond. Thank you very much again, and until next time.